Ultra video parity. Oh, so the Oakland Raiders defeated the Miami Dolphins in Sunday Night Football. It was a close game, but it was a bit of a yawner. I don't know. I just really wasn't that enthusiastic about this game. I watched most of it, but I found myself getting distracted easily. I don't know why that is. Because it wasn't a blowout or anything. I don't know. I think sports, especially professional sports, it's just, I don't know, not entertaining as it once was, or I don't know, maybe it's because I used to watch sports as a child, and when you become an adult and you find out that, in college football the rankings are rigged and they have a selection committee that are biased, and then in the NFL you've got rigged games like the New York Jets getting ripped off, getting a win stolen from them earlier this season. All right, let's move on. So the Oakland Raiders, they won 27-24. They pretty much, in the first half, this game seesawed, but Oakland took control at halftime, led 13-9, and they never relinquished the lead. Although Miami had their chances, but in the first half, they missed one of the point after attempts. I thought that would figure into this game. It almost did until the fourth quarter when Miami scored a touchdown and actually was successful with a 2-point conversion. And they were able to get that point back that they lost. However, they could not muster a drive late in the fourth quarter to tie the game. There was a lot of penalties. Miami had 11 penalties for 107 yards. That really cut into their chances of getting a win in this game. Although they still had a chance late in the game, they were only down by 3 points. The statistics were pretty close in this game. There was only a difference of 16 yards. Each team gained a little bit over 300 total net yards, and that was indicative of the score as the Raiders won by a field goal. This is their second road game win of this season. They're 2-3 on the road this year. They still have a chance at the playoffs, even though they're 4-5. If the playoffs started today, both the Raiders and Miami would miss the playoffs by about a game. Last season, both teams made the playoffs. I think Miami was 10-6. I think Oakland was 11-5 or something like that. 12-4. I don't know, something like that. I think Kansas City won the division last year, but Oakland was close. So both teams are chasing a playoff spot, most likely a wild card at this time, unless they put together a big winning streak. Jay Cutler threw for over 300 yards. He did not throw an interception. He threw 3 touchdown passes, so he played pretty well. You can't blame this on Jay Cutler. He still has, I think, rib injuries, and he played the entire game. Derek Carr threw 1 touchdown and 1 interception. He threw for, I think, exactly 300 yards, and I think Jay Cutler threw for like 311 yards or something like that. Both teams were almost equal on the ground. Miami outgained Oakland 86 yards to 84 yards rushing. These were evenly matched teams with regards to records. Although Miami is 4-4 now, they're in third place behind the New England Patriots. Oakland gets a bye week, so they get to rest and then relax. And Miami plays at Carolina. So both teams are still viable options for the playoffs. I don't see either team winning their division unless Kansas City would collapse, I would say, or New England would collapse. Other than that, they're definitely wild card teams. Miami won 10 games last season. Oakland won more than that. So I could see both teams making the playoffs this year. They both have the ability to win on the road. It's not like the Denver Donkeys. The Denver Broncos, my former favorite team, but it's not because they aren't very good now. I haven't had a favorite sports team in quite a long time. Even when Denver won the Super Bowl in 2015, they really weren't my favorite team, but whatever. teams like Denver have no chance, whereas Oakland, they're 4-5, and Miami, they're 4-4. They both have, I would say, pretty good quarterbacks. Much better than Denver's. They finally benched Simeon, and I don't see, which they should have, but they only have Brock Osweiler and Paxton Lynch, who's been injured. So I would say that teams like Oakland and Miami have a way better chance because they've got healthy quarterbacks. For now, that can change. Derek Carr was injured earlier in the season. You never know. And Jake Cutler is just coming off rib injuries. But if they stay healthy, they're both quality teams to me that could definitely make the playoffs. Adios.